The Lord be with you.
And also with you.
Thank you. And welcome to our time of worship as we gather wherever we may be to worship as Central Presbyterian Church. We're very grateful and glad to have you connecting with us in this way, and to do so as we worship on the second Sunday of Advent, that day when we light the second candle, the candle of peace. And as we do this morning, we certainly pray God's peace for you in these days. We also welcomed folks this morning to our Sunday morning lawn and now parking lot worship gathering. We are so grateful for the FM transmitter that allows folks to gather in the warmth of their vehicles and to experience that worship time with us. So if you haven't tried it, join us next week, 9 a.m. We look forward to welcoming you. Although that being said, I won't be there welcoming you. In light of my upcoming move next week, I'll be taking next week off, and we'll be back in CPC World on Monday, December 14th. Emily, some announcements today.
Thanks, Jenny, and good luck on that move. We wanted to draw your attention to some of the things in the We at Central. Do remember that comes out on Wednesday. Check both your regular inbox and your junk folder just in case it found its way in there. Everything happening in the church pretty much is in that. And so if you need a refresher on the opportunities to connect and engage, that's the place to look. First is that the Christmas outreach being run by the mission committee and I think the deacons are really taking off. We have all but 5 and more than 30 of the gifts left to be taken. So as of Thursday. Now it'd be awesome if by the time you're hearing this on Sunday, they're all taken. We'd love to see that, but you can help make that possible if it hasn't happened already to bring some joy to a family in need in our community. Those gifts should be wrapped and labeled with their gift ID and returned to the church next Sunday on the 13th between 2 and 5 p.m. So thank you in advance if you have done so or if you're considering participating in that program. Also wanted to remind you that session is meeting on the 15th this month to finalize our 2021 budget. If you have not yet pledged and intend to do so, I encourage you to submit that pledge before the 15th so that we can have all the information possible as we make that budget. Again, thank you to those of you who have given us your pledge already. We understand what trust that is in us as we move through this time. And then finally, I'm excited to let you know that we have some plans for Christmas Eve. Worship committee finalized those this past Tuesday. And we have been thinking about this for a long time and finally feel like we have enough information to make some decisions. We will be putting out a service online. It will be a continuous video that will go up on the morning of Christmas Eve. We will also have a Zoom watch party so that you can watch that service together with other members of CPC if you would like to at 7 p.m. that night. So you can plan to join us for that, or you can join us in person in your vehicle at 4:30 on Christmas Eve for a parking lot service. You will need to sign up for that in advance as there's only a limited number of spaces that our parking lot can accommodate. And we are a little beholden to the weather for us to be able to get the equipment outside so that we can broadcast. So important that you sign up if you intend to participate in the outdoor parking lot service. I believe information will go out about that about a week before Christmas Eve. Those are the announcements for this week, and let us turn our hearts and minds to worship God as the Lide Carey family lights the Advent wreath for us.
In Advent, we watch and we wait. We get ready to tell the story of when God was born like us. We remember that Jesus came into the world to show us hope, peace, joy, and love. Last week, we lit the candle of hope. Today, we light the candle of peace. While we wait through long days and dark nights, we light candles and remember that God's peace still shines. We believe there will be a day when fighting ends and there is peace on earth. God of peace, shine in us. Let us worship God.